Let's get to our guest today. He is our returning guest, Ram Srinivasan. How you doing, Ram?
All good, Dan. How are you?
I'm doing well. Tell you a little bit about Ram. Ram is the global AI strategy adoption leader for JLL, and he spearheads innovative strategies and initiatives to leverage the latest generation of AI while ensuring their responsible and ethical implementation. He is also a future of work leader and the author of the book, The Conscious Machine, From Artificial to Enlightened Intelligence. I don't know about this part-time work that you're doing, Ram. I think you need more on your plate, buddy.
I mean, it's been a whirlwind of information coming all of our ways, and making sense of it is for sure not a part-time gig. I can tell you that.
Well, we got a big show ahead. I want to bring in our co-host. First up, Mark Gilbreath from some unidentified space on the planet. How you doing, Mark?
I'm well. I'm up here with Katy Perry. We're doing fine.
You're up in the spaceship. So Mark is also the CEO of LiquidSpace, and he's been in the news quite a bit lately. So we're really excited about that, and maybe we can draw some of that into our discussion today. And last up, we've got Fran Saele from MorteVita. How you doing, Fran?
Great, Dan. And it's great that Mark has finally made it into orbit. We were having some challenges there just a few minutes ago.
He's in high orbit.
And you sound great, Mark. So
okay. He's in high orbit, and he, paid for his subscription, so everything is great. Gentlemen, let's get right to it. Ram, we want to get to what are the latest breakthroughs in AI and agentic AI. Get us started.
So the latest breakthroughs, Dan, will take us just about 3 hours. I'm happy to get to it. I mean, since we last met, there's been, like I mentioned, a whirlwind of progress. 2025 is the year of AI agents.
Right.
We are seeing agentic AI go beyond enterprise experimentation. And I'd like to differentiate experimentation from pilots. Experiments are, you're working on the side of your desk, you're testing something out, etc. Pilots are where there's enterprise money, there is opportunity to scale, understand what's working, what's not. So there is definitely piloting happening across number of enterprises. There's also powerful demonstrated ROI coming out of these AI implementations, which happy to share some of those examples. So agentic AI, kind of number one. Number two, I would say, is everything around workforce transformation. So we at JLL, through our research, we are calling it hybrid 2.0. Hybrid 1.0 was that spectrum between office and remote, and where you work, and those elements took center stage over the last 4 to 5 years. And now we're seeing this emergence of hybrid 2.0, which is the human machine spectrum. So if you now have powerful reasoning engines, and you have the ability to leverage them to execute work, knowledge work, how do you decide where you are on that spectrum? What tasks are human only? What tasks are AI or machine only? And how do you solve for that messy middle where the human and the machine need to collaborate? So that's the second piece. And then third piece is everything aligned with AI. So things like quantum robotics, each of those elements have kind of picked up as well. So happy to share more on each of those topics.
Well, let's get right to it. One thing that you said that I think really sums up the experience is you say that that using agentic AI in its current iteration is like having 1,000 PhDs in your pocket. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, we've got to address that whoever this individual is really amazingly handsome. So I'm distracted by the image on screen. But beyond that, but beyond that, I mean, a couple of reasons I actually produced this, right? So we have seen, each one of us has seen the plethora of Ghibli images online. And that tells us two things. Firstly, the ability to create something unique and interesting is in everyone's hand. But when everything is a copy of a copy of a copy, if I may quote Fight Club, then what is original and what is originality?
Right.
So this kind of gets diluted. So that, having said that, we now have the power of literally 1,000 PhDs in our pocket. So if you look at when we met last time, I had mentioned that AI models are approaching PhD level intelligence. And this was 4 months back, where we had Claude at that point was at 101 IQ. We had O1 and some of these other models coming up. And since then, you now have Gemini Pro 2.5 Pro and Claude 3.7 Sonnet and O3 models breaching that 120 mark, approaching 130 IQ points. 130 IQ is 98th percentile IQ. Essentially, that's Mensa level IQ.
Right.
So they're at or above PhD level on a number of subjects. So you have the power of those AI models in your pocket on your phone right now. And the only question is, what questions are we asking those AI models, and how are we using them for betterment of work, creating more joy, equality, all of those things?